What up, my people? What is up? Good evening. On this Tuesday, we are back. What up with all y'all? On this Tuesday evening. Happy holidays to all out there that I haven't gave a happy holidays to. Might have not talked to you. If I did, then y'all know what it is. If I didn't, then happy holidays to y'all. But we back. It's Bob Talk. Sorry I'm late. Um, Actually something with my StreamYard that wouldn't they said my time was up, but they let me set up a second live, which is crazy. So this whole time I'm talking on the other live, I'm talking to y'all, and it's telling me that my time on StreamYard was up. So and I noticed that I wasn't seeing nobody come in. That's what made me check, and it wouldn't go live, and that's crazy. So we back, we back. It's all good. Shit happens. Shit happens. Peace to all y'all. We back with this boxing talk. Gabriel Fundora, the 2025 Female Fighter of the Year is what we getting it into about. Huh? Huh? Who says females can't do it? Y'all coming in, make sure you smash that like button on your way in and on your way out. We getting ready to show love as we always do to the ladies. Cause it ain't too many fellas pushing for females when it comes to this boxing talk. I hear a lot of y'all getting horny off talking about fighters all day. But over here, we show females some respect. So we gonna do that. So welcome back to the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. What's up, y'all? Angie, baby. What up, Angie? What up, sis? Beautiful. What up? CJ, what up? What up? What's going on? Um, let me see. CJ, let me see, my guy. I don't think I can send you. CJ, you're what on Instagram again? What are you on Instagram again? What's up? What's the deal? We here. So I'm sorry, y'all. It was supposed to be 6:45. It was supposed to be 6:45, y'all. But like I said, they gonna finally tell me that my time was up through the stream, y'all. But they just sit here and let me put in all these lives, and I'm thinking like after today that would be it. But it's all good. Yeah, shout out Angie. Shout out Angie. What up, Angie? Beautiful. All my sisters. Vay dropping that T. All y'all. Tay Tay. All the queens. We always have to shout out all the queens, man. One of the best damn channels over here with all the queens, man. Straight up. All the ladies. Y'all looking for the ladies. The ladies is over here, man. Don't ask me why. Real recognize real. So we got we got Gabriel Fundora, the 2025 Fighter of the Year, not because I say, because they say. Um, I love it. That's all I'm gonna say. She's been active a lot. We don't know what her next move is in boxing, as far as her wanting to go down in weight. Now, maybe that is something that will get fixed eventually. But from us witnessing what she's been doing, it's been great. Um, I've been enjoying it. I'm a big fan of Gabrielle. I'm a big fan of her brother. Um, and for her to be the female fighter of the year, it's pretty damn all right. Hold on. Hey, I sent you the link if you want to come up, man. Check your Instagram. Check your Instagram, my guy. We can come chop it up. I ain't had you up here in a minute, so let's get into that. So I still feel like females are out here proving themselves after even seeing what Carissa Shield and all of them have accomplished, and there's still some non-believers out there that think that women can't do it. So rather if it's Gabriel, rather if it's Carissa, rather if it's Alicia, rather if it's Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, the color, the nationality doesn't matter to me. I look at it as there's a lot of women in boxing that's doing a lot of shit that your favorite male fighters are not doing.
Mm.
And
Yo, what
that's
up,
not
Clarence?
what's
I'm sorry to
going
cut you
on, my
off.
guy, my West
Thanks
Coast
for having
brother.
me up. I never
Huh?
done this on IG before, so let's go. I never
No,
done
this
it,
is
but
you're actually on YouTube, so you good.
oh, okay,
You
okay.
on
You
the
sent me
tube.
the
That's why
YouTube link through
that,
IG.
yeah,
I got you,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because what happened was I was supposed to be on StreamYard, but being that I don't pay for StreamYard, I use it. I use my free time. So when it's used up, I can't use it again. Like it seemed like every 14th of the month is when I can go back on StreamYard to bring people on because right now StreamYard is really not worth paying all that money that they asking for. You know what I mean? Maybe I will, but right now in this lifetime, I'm not gonna do it. So I take advantage of it whenever I can.
Okay,
First
I
of
feel
all,
you. Let me say
how
this real quick, if you don't mind.
yes, sir.
My little homie that does my graphics, this college kid, made the logo. He told me the same thing. He told me that StreamYard was like it's better formats if I wanna do that. But it's
Yeah,
just the most accessible. It's what most people use, so that's why I tapped in
yes,
real quick. But yeah, man, you got it.
yes. I'm not trying to run nowhere else with it. I was gonna go somewhere else, and I was like, nah. I just wanna, cause I don't want to have to go somewhere else, and then I got to learn something. I don't mind learning nothing new, but I just don't. When it's time for me to do something, I don't have time to be running around. I don't
I
need to
feel you.
run around. I want to get straight to
Right, right.
work. Illy, I see you, my Midwest sister. What's up? First of all, before we get into this, Gabriel, I want to ask you, man. It's been a minute since I see you through the chats and all that. But how you feeling, man? How's everything? How's the family out there on the West?
I appreciate that, man. And I'm not gonna lay everything out here, but because I already done that. I don't want to harp on it. Hey, man, I'm getting sturdy. You know, I'm a middle-aged man. I just got to take life as it comes. I did what I could for 4 years, and now it's a new chapter. You feel me? A new chapter in life, a new year coming up. So that's where I'm at with it. But I have had a lot of support from my family and friends. If you don't know, I had the same
Yeah.
friends since elementary school. So we stay locked in, and I'm probably gonna go over my homeboy Salvador's house tomorrow. He invited me over for Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day go back to the Bay because
Beautiful.
I'm in Sacramento right now. Go back to the Bay and rock with my family because it's an appropriate time to be around family, right? It's the holidays, and given what just happened, I think that's what I should do. But hey, shout out to you for even thinking about that, and yeah, yeah, I appreciate the sentiment, homie.
Um. Well, I've always been a guy. No matter how I say things or what I might say, I'm always been a guy who I don't like talking to people because of what I can get out of them.
Hmm.
I think that sucks because while you're asking somebody about this and about that, did you ever take the time to ask them about how they feel? Um,
Right.
because sometimes people are human, and people tend to look past this YouTube. They tend to look past it when they see you. They think when they see you on here and doing stuff, you're doing great, and nothing's wrong with you. And I'm like, that's not necessarily the case. Everybody hurts. That's why my thing is always to tell people to be safe out there, and I'll ask them how's they feel, how's the family. Once you tell me, I mean, you could tell me anything, but long as I asked, um, I that makes me feel better just knowing that at least I'm showing I'm not talking to you just to get some information out of you, but so I'm glad
Yeah, you
everything's
did your
going
part to
good.
reach out.
I did my part to reach out because people have this thing where he doesn't reach out, or he's only going to talk to you because he wants an interview. I didn't come into this world as an interviewer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Mhm.
make that. I don't when I talk to everybody, it's not always about that. It's just always seeing how people are doing. So It's a whole big world behind this boxing.
Oh,
It's a whole big
absolutely.
world.
And yeah, given you just said that, I know I've been, focused on my situation, but how are you? How was the fam, champ?
Everything is everything. I can't complain, but then, why complain? And anything you need to complain about, there's two things you can do about it. You can fix it or not fix it, or you can fix whatever you can fix and let go and let God deal with the rest. That's the world that I live in, where I always realize I can't come and try to fix everything. I just I do what I can do and I let the Lord do the rest. Because
Yeah,
this
that's
is
a
a
tough
world that,
thing about, sorry to cut
yeah.
you off. That's a tough thing about being a man. You got accepting, because I'm a fixer, right? uh
Oh yeah, yeah,
Except
yeah, yeah.
engineer by trade, right? Engineer. So my problem, literally I just fix problems. That's how I'm like a technical, logical
Yeah, well,
mindset, right? So when I run into something I can't fix, that shit, it broke me, man. I won't say it broke me, but it was hard to deal with, right? So I feel what you're saying, but
yeah,
accepting
yeah.
there's some things you can't fix as part of being an adult. So
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah. I mean, if you don't, if you're not careful, we live in a world that'll take you out. And I don't mean somebody do something to you. I mean literally take you out where you just feel like the world's a better place without you. And that's why in the morning,
Oh man.
this is why in the morning I have these morning chop ups because this is what we talk about, real life. It's okay for the boxing, but I'm not always concerned about what's the next big fight because
No,
the
I
big
feel
the
you.
big the biggest fight out here right now is mental health. It's depression. It's suicide. It's black on black crime. Rather if you live in New York, LA, Atlanta, Maryland, Chicago, Detroit, doesn't even matter now. Now it doesn't even
Don't
matter
forget
if
Oakland, homie. I'm sorry, don't forget Oakland.
yeah, I'm just saying any
No, no,
communities
I
that
know.
we all come from.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So that's why, when I do the morning chop ups, that's why it's so important because I'm like, y'all worrying about boxing, man. That shit don't, man, listen, I ain't concerned with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan, but
Right.
I don't get I don't get super horny when it comes to boxing. These dudes get super horny off it. Like
Yeah,
they
there's a
they
lot of
they they
spice out there, a lot of trolling, a lot of passionate
I mean,
opinions. But let me
listen,
say
bro,
this real quick.
they'll tongue kiss these boxers before they do their wives. And I go, yo,
Yo,
what's up with y'all, man? Like, you won't argue with your wife, but you argue over a fighter that you don't know nothing about.
right,
I don't,
right.
you'll tell your wife all day, man. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm gonna go to the bar, go down the block, or go somewhere because I don't want to hear her mouth. But you get online with somebody from 3,000 miles away and want to argue with them.
Yeah, the
And
energy, they
call
put their
yourself,
energy elsewhere. That shows where their
yeah, yeah,
priorities
and then
are.
call yourself a boxing fan. I'm a
Mm.
historian. I'm a boxing junkie. No, you're not. Stop lying, son. You don't know the first thing about being a boxing junkie. But that's
Let me
either
let me
here or
say
there.
this quickly. Let me say this
Yes,
quickly
sir.
and give you back your show and let you run it how you want to run it. But I did want to just put a bow on it. What we were talking about for the past few minutes. That's part of the reason I call my channel Boxing and BS because I'm a type of dude that knows a little bit about a lot of shit. That's how I like to put it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talking life, we talking real stuff. It's more of a barbershop session. Obviously, the main topic or common interest is boxing, but every man, and woman. Granted, I have some women on the panel. Shout out Jackie. Shout out Liz. Um, and I'll have more soon. But yeah, we talking about everything, right? Not just in a disorganized fashion, but we got to touch on some real shit. So I just wanted to say that.
Nah, it's cool. Nah, that's what I'm always do. That's what my channel's about, and that's why it's called No Duck Zone because we ain't ducking nothing. You know what I mean? We going if it needs to be brought up and talked about, that's what we gonna do. And people don't like it, they always more than welcome to go to another channel. There's always is many other channels out there. Believe me, I'm not the only one. I'm just the one that's not afraid to say what other people are afraid to say. It's a lot of people that's afraid to say something because of what they feel somebody else is going to say about them. But me, I have no code to stick to. No Duck Zone
Right.
is not ran by some man that's sitting in the office with a cigar in his hand, sending me notes, telling me what to say. You're talking to the man who runs everything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's sending me no memo. Yo, this is what you got to say in the morning. And if you don't, you'll be fired or you'll be off here. Ain't nobody
Man,
doing that. And ain't nobody gonna do it because I am the producer. You know what I mean? I'm the CEO. I'm the
mhm.
president. I'm everything. So you know what
Right.
I mean. And that's what it's about. Being, that's what it is. If some of these people start treating their channels like that, instead of you just treating it like a podcast, instead of you just treating it like a channel, remember it's a business.
Yeah.
It's a business. And until they understand that, until they get that, they're gonna be stuck in the same space in YouTube where you ain't
How
going
how
nowhere.
you let me ask you this. How many, and I don't want you to be specific if you don't want to be, but like
Yeah.
how many channels would you estimate are like getting orders or like, kind of locked in? You know what I'm trying to say? Like getting a check and getting orders on what to talk, what to speak on, and what not to speak
You
on
said
what.
how many say ask me again, how many channels
Yeah,
what?
yeah. How many channels you think are getting a check or getting orders on what to say and what not to say?
Oh, how many people basically are getting paid to say what um
Yeah, to
shit.
push an agenda,
It's a
to
it's
be
a it's a
precise.
it's a it's a it's a couple. I can't put a
Uh-huh.
number out there because there's too many damn channels. Now, what I won't
Mm,
do is go out my way to say everybody's doing it, but there is a lot that's doing it, but they'll never tell you that they're doing it. They won't say it to
right.
you, right? They'll make it seem like, hey, it's me, but a lot of them are doing it. A lot of people get paid to talk about fighters, particular ones. So when you look
I'm
at
gonna say,
why you keep talking about the same fighter every damn day from Monday to Friday, it ain't because he a
right.
fan. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah. I'm gonna
saying?
say four. I could think of four, but I ain't gonna put
You
nobody
could
out
be,
there.
it could be, it could be. I can think of a
Could
couple,
be
but I
more.
tell you what, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you like this though. There ain't a big enough check because I won't accept anything for you to have me do my show the way you want me to do it because you're coming to me with a X amount of dollars saying that, hey man, if you trying to get to that next level, well, this is what we can give you. You can't sell me. No ducks on ain't for sale. You can't sell me, baby. You can tell everybody else that. And if they find we're looking in the mirror, knowing that they're not creating their own content and they're getting paid for saying this and saying that, that's cool. They gotta live with that. Me, that's like I said earlier, right? I was telling my boys earlier when they was on here. If there's a YouTube Hall of Fame, I could care less if I'm in it. I could care less. I don't give a shit about it. I mean, if I in it, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised if I am because there's a lot of other channels that deserve it. They
Mm,
deserve it. And I didn't, so me, if I never got into it, it wouldn't even matter to me, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 because I'm proud of how I ran things. I'm proud of what I do. I'm not a person who and it's crazy because I know people say it. They might not say it to me, but I'm sure they say it to other people in the other channels. This dude be saying some wild shit, and I feel like he's taking shots at us. No, I'm not taking shots at nobody. And if you feel some kind of way, then you must be the person I'm talking about.
mm.
Because if
The
you're
head
doing what
dog
you're
will
supposed
holler.
to do, if you're doing what you're supposed to do on your channel, you should never feel any kind of way about somebody saying something. And you're like, could he possibly be talking about me? You know what I mean? So
Okay, you talking about
yeah,
like on a in a general sense, like oh, you just being real, right? I'm not diminishing
yeah,
your protocol
yeah,
at all, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
and I run my shit organically too. But you're saying if you put out a general statement like you just said, you can't buy my integrity, right? Basically, um,
yeah.
and they feel some type of way about that, then yeah.
They
But
will,
I will
they
say
will,
this: only
they
being
will.
3 months, only let me put a bow on it. Only being 3 months deep in the game, when I saw people flaming me in my own chat. I was like, my ears started to burn. I didn't react on stream, but my ears was like, I don't like that. But I just kept it pushing. So yeah, man.
Um, like I said, there's a lot of swinging, a lot of jumping, a lot of sneak dissing, a lot of shaking
Hmm.
and faking that goes on here in these YouTube streets. And we talk about it all the time. But that's why I'm able to be comfortable in my skin. That's why for me, rather if I had 5 people watching me, 1 people, 2 people, I don't go live based off who's watching me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Go
And
out
this is
there
the
to
same
speak
thing.
speak the truth and
Now I
push.
know.
Yeah.
Now I know a lot of y'all's like, I thought this was about Gabriel. Hold on, time out. Gabriel ain't going nowhere. We're gonna get to
My
her in a
fault.
second. I haven't talked to my brother CJ in a minute, so we just
Right.
we building. So give me a second, y'all. We gonna get to it. I don't go by how many people are in my chat, and then I go,
Right.
okay, now I can go live. Sometimes I got one person. You know how many times I sat here one time for 3 minutes, and I guess people heard what I was talking about. They didn't like it. They bounced.
Hmm.
That's cool with me.
Yeah, I had
That's cool with
zero. I
me.
know the feeling, and I just keep pushing. I'm not just gonna say, "Oh, well, fuck it,
That's
I'm shutting
cool.
off the stream," because
I
yeah.
mean, go watch Different World. It's on. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Go to a channel where it's a little drama because people like that.
They do.
Go if you want to go with somebody's, and there's content creators that can make you stay all day and watch them because they pretty damn good at what they do. There's some
Mhm.
amazing, don't get it twisted. I don't care what I say. There are some amazing content creators out there, especially when it comes to this boxing. Amazing. You go listen to Champ Side. Amazing dude. One of my favorites.
Okay,
I could listen to Champ
I'm
Side all
subbed.
damn. I could
Yeah,
listen
I'm
to Champ
subbed.
Side all damn day, all day. So, but I just do me, man. I don't want to be like nobody. I don't want nobody referencing me to nobody. And be honest with you, CJ, it doesn't matter what people say. Rather, if you're doing good or bad, somebody's gonna have something to say. So, how you run your channel is how you run it. And long as people know that you're not for sale, you're not for
That's the
sale.
most important. Yeah.
Somebody could come and want to sponsor you, maybe even endorsements, but I'm not for sale. You can't come and say I'll give you 1,000 a month if you just come up here and say Ryan Garcia is the greatest of all time. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that ain't
Are you
gonna
kidding
happen
me?
with me for
And
sure.
it's not just him, but it's not just
No, no,
Ryan.
no. I get you,
Any
but that's a
fighter.
good
I don't care
example.
if it's
That's a good
Devin,
example, though.
Tank, Shakur. You ain't giving me
Yeah,
no bread for that, bro. Are you crazy? I don't need your money for to say that. I could say that on my own if I wanted to.
right.
Because how could
I
you be
feel you.
happy with who you are knowing that it's not like it's YouTube paying you. It's the
Mm.
it's the you know what I'm saying? It's the people. So me, I just feel like No Duck Zone is bigger than just a name, and if you're gonna have a name like that, you're gonna have to live up to certain shit because either you live up to it or you don't live up to it. But if you're not gonna live up to it, let it go. And me and my wife, we stand by that. We either gonna do what we supposed to do with it, or we'll let it go. And I don't want to let it go because I damn sure don't want to see some other lame with it. Some other lame try to come and what I'm saying, and make my shit look crazy. So that's why. But I think too also, CJ, that people think that you know, when they meet me, they want to see what it is. Is he really like this? But I'm like, am I really like what? That makes you so horny about meeting me? What's the problem?
So, have you run into some YouTubers in the streets, or like even people like in the comments?
Well,
Because
I
you in New
never, you know
York.
what? I had one guy that came up. I think it was around Ryan and Devin, and he came up, which he's lucky. People was around because I probably would have socked him. Because you can't just approach. You can't just be a no grown ass man,
Mhm.
especially if it's not the right way. And he said, "Yo, my name is such and such," and I go, "Okay." He said, "No." First of all, he said duck. He said duck zone. He didn't even say no duck. He said duck zone. I said, "Yeah, what up?" He said, "Yeah, I'm such and such." And I looked at him like, "Okay, well, such and such from where?" He's like, "Yo, you blocked me." I forgot the comment that he made. You blocked me there. I said, "Okay," and I said, "Well, if I did it, it was for a reason." I said because I never, even when I was on Instagram, I never blocked people just to block them. That's never been me. See, people
Mhm.
say that about me that you can't go to his channel because he'll just block you. No, I don't. I don't block opinions. I block disrespect. So I told him whatever you said, if I can go back to seeing it, and he did. When he told me what he said, I said, okay. So I had every right to block you. What you standing here for? What you approaching me as if you gonna do something? You know ain't nothing gonna happen. We out here in Times Square, finna a million police. Like you approaching me as if you finna do something. Like what's up? I was just letting you
Damn.
know you blocked. Okay, you let me know you blocked you. So what's up? Where we going from
Cool.
here now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be very careful how you approach me. Cause I'm not one of these dudes that when you approach me about something, I'm gonna tell you, yo, CJ, man, it ain't nothing. It's just YouTube. Fuck out of here. No, I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you this is what it is, and whatever you want to do, let's go ahead and do it. But I never got into YouTube to be some. I'm not no tough guy. I've never been a tough guy. I've never been. I've been bullied when I was young. I done got jumped. I done got punched in my face. I done got a lot of things that happened to me that I'm able to live to talk about today. 42 going on 43. But I never got on YouTube for that. I just got on for the love. Being around
Hmm.
amateur boxing, you see some of the stuff I do. Now I'm being around
Yeah.
rappers and all that. I'm doing a lot of stuff where I'm growing and I'm getting my name out there more. Having conversations with Pat Poose and talking to Carissa and just just doing a lot of different things. So sometimes people just forget the purpose that they serve on here. They forget because in all reality, you don't serve no purpose if you're not getting nothing out of what you're doing. So that's why in the morning I do the morning chop ups. Then I come back in the afternoon. I'm doing this Gabriel Fundora because she's the female fighter of the year. You think anybody else is thinking about Gabriel? No, no. We still
Not
wondering
too
why
many.
Terrence Crawford. We still wondering why Crawford didn't fight Boots. Who gives a shit? This is. I'm not hating. I'm just breaking certain stuff down. Right. Well, what's gonna happen with
Yeah.
Tank? Well, we don't know because he got some issues right now. We don't know if he's going to jail or not. What difference would that make right now? You understand? It's
Right.
just certain things we need to just be like, okay, until we can figure out what's going on with that situation, let's go over here to this one. But everybody wants to do what they know is going to get numbers up on their channel, and that's cool. Your job is to get your numbers up, but it's really about how you doing it, how you going about it, how you going about it.
Absolutely.
Are you doing it your own way, or are you doing it the way that they want you to do it? Because you got to remember, right, CJ, in 20 years from now, right, we got to go back and look at all this shit.
Yeah, it's digital footprint shit as well. It's like,
When you get
yeah,
in
it's gonna
the
be there
so if, it,
forever.
if so check this right. If it's a YouTube Hall of Fame, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, half of y'all ain't in it because of the behavior. Because you don't think they're gonna check that?
Hmm.
How many times y'all done called yourselves the N word? How many times you have threatened a man? How many times it was just chaos on your channel and you had no control? You
See,
had no control. And then you sit there and tell somebody, I can't control my channel. Well, if you can't control your channel, you dummy, then maybe you shouldn't have one.
right.
Because
I'm brand new, right? So to this point, I haven't had to use the mute button. I've been tempted a few times, but I was able to talk people down eventually, like 10, 15 seconds. But
um,
no, I feel you. You got to control your channel. It's your
let me
shit.
tell you
Your
something.
name is on it.
Saying
Yeah,
that you can't control your channel is no different saying that you can't control your household.
right.
Because when your channel is your home. That's your home. That's your
Hmm.
sanctuary. So if you're
Right.
telling me you can't control your channel, you can't control your household. No, my household and my channel is two different things. Okay, I'll let you tell it. Whatever you say.
Your name
But
is on it.
so
It's your shit.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry to keep cursing.
I don't,
Sorry to keep
yeah,
cursing.
I don't get when cats say that. So when I listen to a lot of these cats and they be talking, I'm like, you don't know how stupid you sound, but maybe you should go back to the replay or 20 years from now when you go back and look at that. Some of them are going to be so disappointed with their behavior that it's
Mm,
crazy. It's crazy. But that's why, um, like I talked about Steve Smoger, the referee who passed, right?
mm.
So Saturday it made 3 years since he was gone. You think anybody thought about getting up there doing that?
No, you
Steve
always
Smoker, right?
dig deep into what other people are not talking about. So I respect that.
Yeah. So he was gone for 3 years, right? I said
Mm,
this man was a referee who he refereed. He was in 200 title fights, man. He
man.
refereed. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's not a referee that's ever gonna do that again. But
Okay.
I
I
didn't
didn't know
find that
that.
out.
I feel you.
I didn't find that out until the morning that I did hit the show on him, which was the other day, and I looked it up. And me and D Free was up here. We couldn't believe it. Seafood was up here. He couldn't believe it. 200. We like, man, that man done had more. He done been in more title. He done referee more title fights than people done fought for. Like it's crazy. But people
Right.
don't look at that. I can't talk about that because what type of that's not gonna bring me nothing on my channel. It's not gonna bring me no views. Nobody wants to talk about. Steve Spoker. Who wants to? So let's keep talking about the same 5 fighters that everybody's comfortable with. So we can keep having the same goddamn arguments and debates over the same bullshit. Like if people take the time to understand this, it wouldn't be so much chaos on YouTube. Because if you look at it, see, every time there's an argument, every time there's a disagreement, every time there's some disrespect that goes from boxing to whatever, some street shit, it's always over the same fighters. And it's like,
Amy, Tank.
how
Yeah,
many
I feel
times
you.
we gonna keep arguing about a dude that you never gonna ever probably get to meet? You ain't a part of his team. You ain't never had dinner with him. Nothing. So what you gonna keep beefing about? Let me know, because maybe I'm missing something. So
It
that's
does get
why I say,
ridiculous, and I'll turn up sometimes, like not drop the Addy status, right? But I'll have a
yeah,
passionate
yeah, yeah,
exchange. But no, I'm
yeah.
not like, yeah, I'm not going too far. At least I try not
No,
to.
you know what it is? It's not worth giving out that energy. It's not
Yeah,
worth it. Bay, I
right.
see you. It's not worth putting out that energy because as quick as you got on YouTube is as quick as you can walk off if it gets too much.
Hmm.
I've seen people literally walk off, and I don't mean just for the day. I mean period,
Yeah.
and never come back. And then they go, I'm taking a break. You've been going 3 months. That's not a break. You're done.
Oh,
You're
by the
done.
way, you see me putting out things here and there. I am coming back, y'all. For anyone who rocks with me, I am coming back. It's just been a tough time for me and the family,
It
but
happens. It
very
happens
soon,
because we
very soon.
all have. This is why we don't have time to be going back and forth with these fools, because in real life a lot of us are dealing with financial, we're dealing with living situations, we're dealing with the jobs we don't like and we're trying to get new jobs, um living better living situations. It's a lot of different things. That's why
Mhm.
when I run to YouTube, when I run over here, this becomes my sanctuary for me, where it doesn't make everything that I'm going through go away, but it eases. It just eases. Just for a
It
second, I'm
really
like, okay, I'm
does.
in my sanctuary where I'm eased. If I want to drink, I can go get me some alcohol. I can sit back and have me a little sip if I want, and I'm eased. It feels good to have something that belongs to us. It
Yeah, it's an
feels good.
outlet. And you can say whatever you want on your own
Jason, what's
channel.
that?
Just make sure you stand on it. But yeah, I feel the same way, man. This shit has
You
been
understand what I'm saying?
therapeutic.
And I feel good when I can walk around with that no duck zone when I'm walking through the
Yeah.
city, and and it's crazy. It's crazy because I was downtown by where the Christmas tree is at, and I had the no duck zone. I got this thing I put around my neck because a lot of times I carry my camera with me. Now I have no plans to catch no video, but sometimes in New York, you don't know who the hell you might run into.
Mm.
There's stars on the streets 24/7 in New York, so you got to be camera ready. So I had this whole no duck zone thing around my neck, and this guy's cleaning the street, and he shouts it out as if he knows me.
Okay.
And so, he goes, "Yo, that's a mean ass duck, brother." And what does no duck? Yeah, he was like, "That's a mean ass duck. What does no duck zone mean?" So I explained it to him what it means, and I break it down to him. I didn't explain it the short way. I went through the whole. I said, "You got time to listen?" He said, "Yeah." I'm not going to break to another 15 minutes. I said, "All right, cool, man." So I explained it to him, and if you seen the look on his face, it was just like, man, because I let him know. Um, You have opportunities that's in front of you. Take the chance. Take the chance on it. You got
Mm.
something that you can do in life that you want to do. Don't duck that opportunity. Go towards it. Take it. Take it. Don't duck zone is a way of life. The only thing I
Damn.
should be ducking is anything that I can't benefit from. Like, I'm
Hey,
not to
I
say,
needed I
I'm not
needed to
saying,
hear that.
yeah, I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
needed
say,
to
oh,
hear that.
if somebody's outside shooting, I'm not gonna duck. No, that's not what it means, you fools. Because I'm damn sure going to duck. I'm gonna tuck, roll, do all that. Because I ain't getting shot. I ain't got nothing to prove.
Right.
Bullet ain't got no name to it. But yeah, if you have any opportunity in life, and take that opportunity. Take it. You understand? It could change your life. Being a content creator ain't something that 20 years ago I thought about, because that type of shit didn't exist. 88
Hmm.
Sports, what's up, my brother? It didn't exist, but from COVID to what you see today, I guess this was my calling card. This is what God showed me, that this is what you're supposed to be doing. Because if not, I wouldn't be doing it. But he also told me, if you're going to do it, you do it your way. Don't do it the way they want you to do it. Because the minute you're not doing it the way they want you to do it no more, they're going to turn their back on you. So the only best
Absolutely.
way to do it, the best way to do it is to do it the way you want to do it. Because the minute that you decide to go off to do something else, now they looking at you like we might have to unsubscribe to No Duck Zone because we want to hear him talk about Tank all day and he ain't doing it. So what's up?
Hmm.
If you spoil the people and you keep feeding them shit that they like, and it's cool. But what happens when you're not doing it no more?
Right.
What happens to the people?
Yeah, you
They
gotta.
slowly
If you make that
they,
choice, you gotta stick with it. And can you look in at yourself in the mirror every day if you know you just? Hey man, everyone got their own strategy, right? But for
everybody
me,
has their own strategy, but
I'm with you.
that's what No
Yeah.
Duck Zone had meant. We're not ducking nothing. We gonna take these opportunities, we gonna do this, we gonna make this YouTube shit great again. We're gonna make boxing on YouTube great again. We're gonna make life great again. No Duck Zone represents the hood, not in New York just, but in Cali, Oakland, wherever you want to, Chicago. This is what we represent. This is what we doing, and we're not gonna duck any opportunities. We're gonna take everything that we can take, and there's nobody on the world, in the planet, that can stop us from doing that. The only person that can stop us from doing something is us.
Right.
You understand? So
It's you.
that's what No
Yeah.
Duck Zone represents. But the way you hear me break it down, you won't hear a lot of people break it down about what they shit represents. They'll just tell you what it is that they talk about. It's a difference.
Hmm.
Come to my channel because this is what we talk about. But I'm telling you actually what my brand and my shit represents. And even if you took boxing away from No Duck Zone, that don't change anything. It's still No Duck Zone. You know what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying? It doesn't
Let me
change
give you some
anything.
some quick feedback. I'm glad you said that because obviously, like I mentioned earlier, I'm moving into a new phase of life, right?
Um,
Um,
yeah, I think you
but
should,
no, no,
brother. I
I
think
wanted to say this, so let me elaborate real quick if you don't mind.
yes, sir. Yes,
Not only that, but when mom got sick 4 years ago, I could have ducked it. I could have just sent her to the nursing home off top and continued what I was doing because I was doing very
yeah,
well. But I didn't duck that, right? I felt an obligation. I took an oath because she invested in me, made a lot of
yeah,
sacrifices early on. So I felt not, I don't want to say obligated, that's the wrong word, but I owed it to the game, right? I owed it to her. So yeah, man, I didn't
yeah.
duck it. I went through it.
No, 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 no. I don't, and that goes for anybody. Opportunity is there for you. Please don't duck it, because the problem is once you do, there's no that opportunity might not spin back around the corner.
Absolutely, man. I couldn't
Like
agree
we
more.
got to remember though, one thing in life, there's no do overs.
Nope.
There's no do overs. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to sit around old and bitter with a 40 ounce in your hand, crying about some shit you could have did 20 years ago.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of cats out here with dreams of I could have been the next Michael Jordan or Mike Tyson or Jay-Z, and I go, okay, what happened? Because in every hood in America, everybody got that same story about what they could have been, what they should have been. And if it wasn't a woman that held them back, it was they so-called fake friends who gave them the liquor and laced they blunts, and I'm out here going crazy. So now they upset, and that's why I think um, I move the way I move. I'm very careful about the company I keep, the corners I stand on. I always tell people three things. CJ, remember this, right? Take this with you, brother. I tell people this every morning, every day. To make it in this world, no matter how mean and disgusting and nasty this world is, three things you got to do is protect your peace, your space, and your surroundings.
Got you.
You're gonna you're gonna have to do all three of those. Now I'm not saying with you doing all three of those, life will be peaches and cream, but to block out all the noise, to block out the people who's not doing nothing for you, for the people who just keep being a distraction, for the family members who want to keep shitting on you, whatever the case may be, co-workers, whoever it is. I don't give a shit who it is. People on your channel, that's cool. But in a minute, y'all all of them not about to exist. Because the problem is y'all only exist because I'm not protecting my peace, my space, and my surroundings. So I'm allowing y'all to be an interference in my life. But you better believe
Mm.
once I start doing those three things, oh, y'all gonna be gone sooner than later. So,
Hey, I appreciate that word. I'm getting a little worked up, and I'm also hungry. But I appreciate you having me up, champ. I'll be in the back.
yeah, no doubt, my guy. I appreciate
All
you.
right,
Hey, listen,
salute.
I'm gonna send you my math. I want you to keep up with me to let me know how you doing out there from time to time. It don't always have to be a YouTube thing. Hit me up behind
All right,
scenes. We'll talk.
will do. Absolutely,
All
man.
right, all right,
Cheers.
brother.
Yep.
All right. It's my brother CJ Rich Boxing. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. That's a good brother right there. Please, everybody, take the time to go subscribe to him if you haven't. Real good. That's my West Coast brother. I got a lot of West Coast people, man. I'm loving it. I mean, I got people from Texas and other places, but it's nothing like the love from the West. Doesn't matter if it's Cali or Oakland, Frisco. It don't matter. That love from the West is different. Shout out to the West Coast, man. I'm hoping to see y'all real soon. 2028 Olympics. Um, so Gabriel Fundora, like I was saying, congratulations to her for being the 2025 Female Fighter of the Year. Um, now, what's it, 112? I believe she fights at. Um, I could just say this, right? I'm not about to go through a whole bunch of female fighters I think she should fight, but this is what I will say. Tay Tay, my Long Island sister, what's up? I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of female fighters that I think she should fight, but there are a couple of weight classes that I think Gabrielle would do great at. I even think she can go up as high as she wants to in weight, if you just ask me. But I know a lot of people want to be comfortable with where they at. A lot of people are not don't want to take chances and risks because you know the higher you move, the harder the competition gets, and the harder people punch. Now everybody can't move up in weight like you might have saw Pacquiao do. There's a few fighters that they can just cruise up, but then we look at them like, what type of juice are you taking that you can just go from 106 pounds to 154 pounds? You start looking at some people and questioning what they're doing. How are they able to come from these smaller weight classes to these big weight classes and fighting guys or fighting people who, even though they fight at their weight, 9 times out of 10, that's not their natural weight. So you start looking at it like, huh? Somebody fights at 54, but they could walk around, who knows, 158, 159 pounds. Or 160, who knows, right? Depends. It's different. But the I look at Gabrielle, and like I said, I became a fan. I remember watching her. I can't remember what the first fight was, but when I found out she was Sebastian Fedora's sister, I said, well, he's nice. She's got to be, not comparing, she's got to be, if not just as nice, somebody that's worth watching. So every time I have watched her, I've never been disappointed about her performance. Now, with this thing about her going back down in weight and want to go down lower, I can't dig that. And see, and this is what y'all don't do. When y'all favorite fighter do is not doing right, y'all want to still stick up for them. No, they can do whatever they want. No, the hell they can't. No, the hell they can't. And if you're looking at it like that, that they can do whatever they want, then stop calling them great. Because doing that is not great. We all need to go down and weight if we're not comfortable at a certain weight. That's cool. But with her being 5'9", mind you, 5'9", and at the weight class that she's in, she's probably the tallest person in her weight class. You start to look at all these other weight classes. You start to look at other. Let's go to the higher. I don't know nobody. Let's go to the higher. Let's go to where Alicia Baumgartner is and Amanda Serrano is, or you start looking at Caroline. You start looking at certain female fighters. Sky Nichols. Sky Nichols. You start looking at certain weight classes like of these ladies, and you go that maybe this is where Gabrielle needs to be, because continuing to steamroll people in her weight class is not going to get it. Going down in weight is not going to get it. So now the next thing is maybe she needs to, not maybe, but is there a possibility we could see her go up to these weights? I'm hoping. Now, some of the ladies that I mentioned, that doesn't mean the ladies that I mentioned will be the ones that she fight. I'm just thinking, picking the brain that I would love to see it happen. Um, she deserved to get Fighter of the Year, female Fighter of the Year. She's active as hell, and there's never a boring fight with her, not one. So when I saw that she was female Fighter of the Year, I said, well, ain't nobody else gonna talk about this, right? Huh? So good. This is where I come in. This is where I come in because I am a fan of hers. But with the moving down in weight, I'm not too crazy about. I'm hoping she does not do that because she's already small. And like my brother D Free said, she can't go down any lower. She needs to move up in weight, and we're hoping that that happens. And shout outs to all the females out there from all different weight classes. It was a big year in boxing this year for female fighters. Um, Not just the ones we're familiar with. Um, Shouts to Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor for Jesus. I mean, I want to thank those ladies for what they did. Um, Carissa Shields said at the press conference that this is going to be the later Ali versus Ann Wolf that y'all didn't get. But I felt like that Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano could have been the Lady Ali versus Ann Wolf trilogy. That could have been it right there. Because they're just imagine to see Lady Ali and Ann Wolf fight 3 times. Jesus Christ. But I want to thank those ladies for what they did. You know, Going to the garden and selling out, doing shit that y'all favorite doing shit that y'all favorite male fighter can't do. No, I might be in a hater. I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it 1,000 with y'all. And they brought a different type of energy. Shouts to all the ladies, even the ladies in these UK female fighters. Don't matter where they coming from. Shout outs to them. A lot of them female fighters that's on the zone and matchroom are bad because y'all not familiar with them. Y'all don't want to give them no credit, but they are bad. And shouts to all the ladies who just the ones who never disappoint us. They never disappoint us in these fights. They never. They never. There's not been, too many female fights I've said I've fallen asleep on. If I fell asleep, it wasn't because the fight was boring. It's because my ass was tired. But shout outs to them. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash it, smash it, smash it. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go once again subscribe to my brand, CJ Rich Boxing. But so with Gabrielle, I'm hoping, and congratulations to her. I got to get her on the show one day, y'all. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I don't know how the hell that's gonna happen, but in 2026, I'm gonna make some things happen. The worst thing that can happen is, hey, you know, there's a lot that can happen in that, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go for it because I like old Gabby. just happened? Hold on, y'all. I noticed something I didn't do. Give me a second. Something I didn't do that I was supposed to did already. Hold on. So yeah, I can't really give you guys anybody I would want to see Gabby with. But moving up in weight will definitely be a must. So we hoping next year she's not going down in weight and she's going up. Um, I mean, whatever decision she makes, there's nothing I can do about it. But if a fighter is not doing exactly what I mean, I don't want to sit there and say what we feel like they shouldn't do, then we criticize them. But we also have to, the same way we can give them credit when they're doing something, we have to correct them when they're not doing it. And I think that's the biggest problem that we have. We think if we just stay loyal for fighters, even when they're doing wrong, we're gonna get some brownie points for that, and we're not. It makes it look corny, and that's why the arguments always happens on these channels with people because nobody is taking accountability um, for what their fighter is doing. Or not, and let me not say their fighter because y'all don't promote these guys don't these guys are not under you. So let's just say the fighters that y'all like, they're not taking accountability for their actions. So, hopefully a moving down in weight is not an option for her and moving up is. Even if we're not familiar with whoever she is fighting, because she probably wouldn't get no tough opponent, just moving up to a whole new weight class. But I'm interested in sitting back and seeing what she's going to do. I hope let me see. Oh God, how much time I got? All right, I got till 5:55. Okay, a couple of more minutes. Yeah, I would like to stay on here long. I know y'all probably was thinking, yo, but that's my no, my brother CJ. He didn't take up too much of my time. The brother needed, he needed to talk, and I'm glad he did. And y'all have to do that more. Sometimes it's not just about boxing. Sometimes somebody needs to get stuff off their mind. Even though your show is about boxing, man, take the time to talk to some people, man. I'm saying I'm always gonna take the time to talk about something, as long as people are not talking crazy, because you never know. Somebody can get off the phone and that'll be the last time you talk to them. They done went and did something crazy to themselves. So make time for people. So all I'm saying, doesn't hurt to make time. So I think tonight I'm gonna sit up and watch me a Gabriel fight. I think I'm gonna sit up because my wife is off. I'm so happy. So happy I get to spend time with my baby. So we ain't got to go to bed early tonight. I could sit up, watch a movie with a Christmas movie or something, you know what I mean? So I might sit up and watch a couple Gabriel fights tonight. Um, we got our brother BBO, they live tonight. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. Ishay Smith over there, you know what I mean? He'll be over there. Haven't seen Ishay in a while, but he'll be over there. So y'all make sure y'all get over there. Check BBO out. Check my sister Vay out. I was vibing with her earlier and then I had to get up out of there. But I'll definitely be on when she goes on tomorrow. Cause we back the mall. Cost more than chop ups as always. And then tomorrow, we'll be back with the boxing again. But I'm gonna try to work on something for Wednesday for tomorrow. I'm gonna try to see if I can get something going tonight. Might try to get a special guest tomorrow. I'm gonna see. There's actually a female amateur that I've had on before, but I think I had her on Instagram. I haven't had her on No Doug Zone on YouTube. So I'm gonna probably try to reach out to her tonight and ask her what would her day be like tomorrow, or what would it be like possibly Friday, or maybe even Saturday. Might just save it Saturday because Saturday might be a little easy, um, for her. But we're gonna try to keep things real interesting. Um, and shout out to Christian Vasquez, January 17th is going down. Strong Island Fight Night Series 10, um, Stereo Garden, Long Island, New York. One of the best amateur shows to put on. I always call it like an amateur pay per view. It's one of the best amateur shows around. So follow Strong Island Fight Night Series on Instagram. Christian Vasquez, follow him on Instagram and on Facebook. Yeah, January 17th is going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be real great. I'll definitely be in the building for that one. Like I said, to become female fighter of the year is a big accomplishment. It's a very big accomplishment, and you have to work hard to get that. So for Gabriel to get it, well deserved. Hoping next year it'll be somebody that'll get it. We got the Carissa Shields and Franchon Cruz coming up 22nd of February. These ladies got work to do. Alicia just did her thing. Um, we had Michaela Mayer who did her thing. What was that, about 2 months ago? Or about a month ago, whenever that happened. Sky Nichols, we got all these different ladies doing their thing. So, I'm a big supporter of the ladies. I always will be. And even when nobody else is talking about them, I'm always gonna make it my business to do that. Oh, I got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, that's it, y'all. I mean, I didn't really need to be long winded with it, so I don't want people to be like, yeah, they barely talked about it because they was up there. Doesn't matter. On my show, I do what I want. But it wasn't like I was gonna make a whole big thing about uh Fundora. I just basically wanted to give her props on doing it, and hopefully she moves up in weight. That's one thing I can't say. Well, I don't have a problem with her moving down in weight. Nah, that is a problem. That's a big problem because there's nobody down there for her to do. Her being 5'9", moving up would be best. But fighters are going to do what's best for them and not what's best for the fans. That's just something that comes with it. Oh, wait a minute, I went on 6:55. So okay, I'm just trying to. My time is crazy, y'all. I'm over here looking at something, and I'm like, "What's going on here? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up on this Tuesday, man?" I'm just sitting back, relaxing. Like I said, probably gonna sleep like a baby tonight, or maybe not. Might be sitting there watching the Christmas Story. My movies is on, man. Um, in the morning, I think that's what we're gonna talk about. You know, Christmas. We actually gonna talk about some Christmas stories, and I don't mean the movie. That's what we gonna talk about tomorrow morning. Christmas stories, because I'm sure we got a busload of Christmas stories. I mean, so it's gonna be a fun topic. It's gonna be a fun topic tomorrow morning. This phone is crazy. The phone ain't crazy. The time on here is crazy. I started this 6:55. This time is crazy. All right. Anyway, so it don't matter. So we'll see what happens with Gabrielle eventually. So Hoping the best for her. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to all the fighters that did what they were supposed to do this year. Because we'll be back before the ball drops to you know talk about the best knockouts, the best whatever. Y'all know all the stuff that's been going on. So be prepared for that. When we come back. My joint is crazy. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna stay on for a couple minutes. There's no point of getting off. Give me a second. I'm trying to see what this thing is doing right here. This is my joint. It's not the phone acting crazy, but it seemed like with the YouTube time, it just be a little off, be a little off sometime for me. But it's all good. But anyway, shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, happy holidays, y'all. Hope everybody enjoy their Christmas. Just make sure y'all join me Thursday morning. It's on and popping. We up early Thursday. We up early Thursday, baby. 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna catch y'all early. By the time I holler at y'all, Santa already came down the chimney. I mean, he already done came down. Some of y'all will probably already be up opening your presents. I mean, so I'm gonna come in and do what I do every year. Vibe with y'all. As soon as this, okay, we're at 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm only counting down, y'all, because I'm just letting this shit ride out. I don't wanna I don't wanna be just on here ranting and raving because I already talked about what I need to talk about already. Y'all go back to the replay of this. I mean, some of y'all gonna be like, y'all didn't get it because I thought this was about Gabriel. We did. We got to Gabriel. I didn't get to all belts that she's holding. Um, because I think she holds a couple belts. But we'll be back to talk about Fundora. Don't get it twisted. I've talked about her before, so this wasn't my first topic about her. We'll be back again. Because at some point her name is going to come up again in 2026, and it's going to come up real soon. I would love for her to fight here in New York. I would love for her and her brother to both be on the card here in New York at the Barclays Center. That Keith Thurman and Fundora, I believe, is still going to happen. I believe. I know he was injured. He got injured back in October, broken hand, and that takes time for y'all that don't know what happened to him. I thought he only broke his hand, but he did. You gotta let that heal. The bone gotta heal, and then even when the bone heal, you gotta go. You gotta go to rehab. You gotta get it back working. You can't just say the bone healed back. Okay, now it's time to jump back in the ring. That's not how it works. Because he can get in there and re-break it again, and then what's that? Another 2 months, 3 months, or when you already sat out for about 2, 3 months. So y'all gotta understand how it works. It don't work like that. So anybody's rushing for a fighter to come back after breaking a bone, just remember it takes time. And you talking to somebody where I broke bones, so it definitely takes a lot of time to bounce back. But I would love to see her and her brother, in New York, doing something. Maybe one day it'll come up. But one day I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her on here, y'all. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some work. But y'all better believe I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna definitely do it. Start that process. But make sure make sure once again y'all smash that like button. Appreciate y'all. Like I said today, I wasn't trying to go in today. I just Y'all know me already by now. I do what I do. No special effects for me. I do what I do. I try to make it simple, and then respectfully, I get my ass up out of here. That's just me. So, but morning chop ups, and then we'll be back in the afternoon to talk some more boxing. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And remember those three things. I ain't got to tell you because you know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.